Hello everyone, my name is Jake and this is my first video to YouTube, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about the game which was released more than 1 year ago, The Evil Within. So many people have been criticizing this game for its messy storyline, aside from the fact that this game has a very good combat system and it also has several epic boss fights. But in my opinion, the story behind this game is actually very interesting. It can be very messy at the first moment, but if you put all the documents and files and notes together in a certain timeline, you can come up with a very good story behind the game. So in this video, I'm gonna be using the documents and notes in this timeline so we can get to know what happened in the main story or in the DLC. So first off, we're gonna talk about an organization where everything started from. So this organization is called the Cedar Church. We actually got several notes and documents uh, talking about the church in chapter 6 and chapter 7. Here we have a very interesting newspaper talking about a missing parishioner found committed in Beacon Mental Hospital, and he said that the church was cult. So why is this guy missing for 8 years? And he actually ended up in the Beacon Mental Hospital. And he also said that parish was cult. So my first guess is that this guy was sent to the Beacon Mental Hospital by the church, and the church could get some money from it, and the hospital they can they can just um, use this parishioner as testing subject, and also the church could just cover up all things by telling the public that this guy is actually a psychopath, so he needs to be in the hospital. But what the church couldn't cover up is the church floor collapse like after several years. So it says that the floor of Cedar Hill Church collapses during renovations, and parishioners says it was a miracle no one was injured. So this news is not a big deal at the first moment, but when you let's take a look at the second newspaper. It says workmen repairing collapsed floor discover man-made passages beneath Cedar Hill Church, and they said that they saw mummies. And what the church did was still trying to cover up all these things by denying access to historians. So, talking about the man-made passages, we actually have gone through this in the main game, like in the original game. Here is the scene that we solved a little puzzle, and after this we have a bloody elevators and all the stuff. So this is actually the scene beneath the church. Why do we get to see this scene in the game? It's because that the stem system is because how the stem system functions because uh, whoever is connected to the stem system, their memory contributes to this environment or to the world inside stem system. So what can we know from this is that the church was probably treating a lot of people with the Beacon Mental Hospital. So they they tortured these people, or the workman who was repairing the floor. They saw all of this, and the church wanted to cover this up, and they just sent them to the hospital, and the hospital they used them as testing subjects, and they were connected to STEM system, and uh, eventually died inside the system. But their memories were left in the STEM system, and then we can see this scene in the game. And here is the one of the missing person, I believe, Chris Taylor. So uh, one of the victims in the church. So sad. And here we have two notes found also beneath the church. The first one is about the twins balls, and the second one is talking about the doggy. I mean the sentinel. So this dog was actually the dog who's eating the dead bodies behind the church. So um, some of the guys saw this dog, and the twins, they were also connected to the STEM system, and the sentinels and the twin boss were actually formed from their memories. Here we have the prisoner found after being missing for 8 years, and he was again running away from the Beacon Mental Hospital, and they said that he's seriously ill, but actually he was not. They just wanted to keep him forever in the hospital so no one would know what happened in the church and the hospital. But unfortunately, they found this patient, and the public couldn't know what happened there. And after they found this guy, they also abused him in the hospital because he just ran away. So they needed to teach him a lesson so that he never runs from the Beacon Mental Hospital again. Here we have a graveyard note, which is from Walt. He said he's going to get Donna back. I saw how to get in the wolf's den, and I'm getting her back. I won't let her be a sacrifice. So the church wasn't owning trading with the hospital, but they were also using people as sacrifices. So it means that what Fanados said was the truth, that the church was called. And after the floor collapsed, the church somehow weren't able to cover his own ass, and and probably some reporters found out that the the church was doing some illegal things, or some officers found out that the church was doing all these evil things. And the newspaper reported that this priest, this priest, he denies allegations of financial impropriety because he was trading all this prisoner with the hospital, and also the church officials investigating lack of records on cash donations and spending by the parish. So where did this money go? So the church was probably using this money as like to bribe the government, or they were using the money to further the experiments, or yeah. So there's that. And after the government started to investigate in the church, the priests and several guys, they actually they just disappeared. They probably ran from the church and they took all their money, and that's the story with the church. But here you can actually see the symbol right here on his hat. So this symbol is everywhere in the game. This also proves that um, a lot of people have been connected to the STEM system because the parishioners they believe in the church, so deep down in their mind they have this belief into the church and they remember this symbol. So all the symbols were formed inside the STEM system or inside the STEM world. And of course, the church was trading with Beacon Manor Hospital, and the doctor Marcelo, he was um, he was probably the agent who was performing the experiments on this patient because here in the in this newspaper, patients at Beacon Manor Hospital claim that they are being being used in behavioral engineering experiments by unknown agency. So this agency is probably Marcelo, and he was using all these parishioners to do his research. But this research he's doing right now is not STEM system because he he hadn't met Ruben Victoriano yet. But after the priest in the church disappeared, is he should he had some problems doing the research, and then he actually met this Ruben Victoriano, and we can talk about this in next episode. And again, I'm a university student in Canada, but I'm from China, so my English is very bad. I'm still trying to improve my speaking. So please bear with me with my bad spoken English. And if you guys enjoy this video, probably not, but if you did enjoy this video and you kind of getting interested in the story here, please leave a comment, or if you have something to recommend, like how to make this video better, or yeah, all that kind of stuff, just let me know. And if you did enjoy this video, and please just subscribe and also share this video. It helps me a lot because I want to make some more friends, and you guys can actually help me improve my English. So, and there's that, the first episode, and good night.